All right, cool. So essentially, I've got a scenario. We've kind of touched on these things already, but I would like to know how far, like how much a catfish could impact a relationship that you're building with someone. So let me set the scene. You've been seeing someone, been dating for 7 months, okay? But you met online. I know you're like, oh, I wouldn't date someone for 7 months. You did, and you started to catch feelings. You've dropped out all your other babeses, and finally, it's your opportunity to meet. And for you, Chiz, I'm going to say that the girl that you've been seeing online is American. Just to add some sauce. I just want to add it.
You would add it.
She's from ATL, okay? Basically, what happened was, you were in a party together. But she spotted you, but she didn't get a chance to actually speak to you. So she DM'd you. She was like, you were in a party I was in last night. You're like, babes, I'm flying out today, but let's stay in touch. 7 months later, you've caught feelings, you're discussing marriage, you're discussing children, you're discussing all of these things. And then you finally come to meet, you bucked her at Costa, at East Croydon, just for a light drink, a light coffee. just for a light coffee, and she's walked in,
Careful.
and everything is the same, except the body. So her face is the same, her personality is the same. Like, you have FaceTimed, because obviously you wouldn't see someone for 7 months in this day and age and not FaceTiming it, so you have FaceTimed.
Whatever was she using?
Yes, that one, you know, but she wasn't showing the body. Well, I'm not going to say anything's wrong with it. What's different is that so basically she just, some of the items, attributes, her boobs and her bunda are not the size that you were expecting. That's it. But everything else is the same. Her arms are the same size. Her legs are the same size. Thank you. Chiz, what are you doing? Are you still having them kids, or?
Trying to put me under pressure.
I just need an answer, actually.
I'm hot stepping.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you.
7 months? You're like, this is my soul mate. Like, I can't believe.
I'm not gonna lie to myself.
I can't believe you're in deep thought, but we're coming to you. You're like, I can't believe this.
I'm not lying to myself. I'm hot stepping.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, fair. And was like, is it because she lied, or is it just because you can't work with that for the rest of your life? For you personally?
Both.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Ceesix, what about you?
Yeah, 7 months is long though, isn't it? Like,
It
I'm
is.
kind of committed.
You dropped out everyone
I feel
else.
like if it's only like, say like she was the complete opposite, then obviously I can bounce. But just the bum's a little smaller.
I didn't say a little.
Did you hear what she said in the description?
I didn't say.
I guess we'll have to have a discussion about it. Because if we've come this far, for me to be fully committed to some pen pal,
There must be a reason.
there's got to be a reason. I don't think I could just say, we have to have a discussion about it. Because I'll just, it's a bit mad. We'll have to have a discussion and find out why. And
Did you see the one last year? The guy had the cartoon filter constantly on his face.
And someone accepted that?
Yeah, it was on Spiritual Word or one of them channels, one of them pages on Instagram, and the guy used to have the cartoon filter, and she fell for him.
That doesn't sound.
so she left him because he didn't have doggy ears, huh?
Yeah, he used to have the little cartoon filter thing, so she never.
Did they stay together though?
Yeah.
Did they stay together though? After she.
that's a
Are
bit
you not
mad.
sure?
If you fall for a cartoon, like, what is this?
It's not.
So what discussion are you?
No, we gotta have a talk in it. Like, why is this not happening? Why is this not what I thought? Why did you lie?
So it's like,
what's the reason?
I love you, but we have to go to therapy.
Yeah, let's have a proper conversation because it might. All the things. I think that if you just look at body, like, that's not what gets you the perfect partner. Because if that was the case, there'd be a lot more happy couples. There's more than that. So if you feel all the things that draw you together, you might have to just overlook that for a moment, have a conversation, work out what the insecurities were. Why did you need the lie? What was it?
Okay.
It would probably end in me leaving same way. But
I was thinking Ceesix brought his PR team to the
it's
stage.
definitely worth it. She's just come all the way from ATL, innit? Like, let's talk about it. You
Okay.
can at least have a one hit for the travel, man.
Wow.
Wait, say that. Do I even want you to say it again? Because I didn't hear it, but
Don't worry about it, don't worry about it.
I don't know what you said. I don't know what you said. All right, so fellas, are you staying or are you leaving? Put your hand up if you're staying, please. Okay, we got.
Big up my
You know
guy.
what? I respect it, you know.
Maturity.
You won, yeah.
Say that again.
Yeah, she looks a little bit dead, but give it 4 months. You can get her back to the way she wanted. You got your perfect partner, haven't you?
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. What do you mean? She hasn't lost weight. She was never that way.
No, but you said that we met her.
No, she saw you in a club and she DM'd you the next day.
No, you gotta go. I'm going.
So basically, he's like, I love you, but we gotta go gym. Is that? That's what you're on. Okay. Wait. 1 second. Say that again. One second. Please.
You're saying that, Rob, she's everything that, we get on and everything that.
Alright, guys, honestly, please, please 4 times.
You're just saying that, Rob, she's everything that I thought she was and we get on really well, then yeah, I can work with that, innit? If she can lose the weight. You see what I'm saying? But
I never said that she gained weight. You're telling me it's not a weight gain, it's not a weight loss, it's just a lie. That's it. It's just. What's the lie? Say that again. Say that again.
Sorry, I missed it. So what's the lie?
She made out that she had body, but she didn't. She's been sending
She might have a
selfies.
pretty face to look like Earthworm Jim.
So he said Earthworm Jim.
No faces.
Yeah, because you know like the little mirror one, like the cute.
Calling for her for 7 months and you ain't seen her face. I don't understand.
They've been FaceTiming, but sometimes she'll be like, "Oh, send me a picture," and then she'll send like a cute bathroom thing, but her face is not in it. It's just body. Yeah, and they have FaceTime, so he knows the face. Can work with that, yeah? Alright, cool.
You would work with that.
Did you want to say something?
You couldn't work with
do.
that.
Let me hear you.
What are you talking about?
pay for a BBL.
1 second, please.
Pay for a BBL.
Do you know what? You lot are rude. No, you lot are rude. We've done this 4 or 5 times and you lot won't be quiet. Like, please, I need to hear what people are saying. Especially you. I'm standing right here. You lot are like, yeah, but the thing is, no, can you keep your voices down, please? What did you say?
For a BBL.
Pay for a BBL. Fair. That's actually fair. So basically, encourage. I don't think it's soulmate. If that's your soulmate, then.
Because you build on a lie. What else are you gonna lie about?
Oh, I'm staying.
No, that's wet though.
Do you know why I'm staying?
Why are you staying?
He said it's wet, guys.
Because I'm
Pause.
separately because if she's got what's the question? She's got no body or whatever. That could she has one. You can change that. Yeah, wait. That can everyone that can improve.
You smoked for 7 months.
So 7 months that could change.
So you must have brought up, you like Bunda then. You must have brought up in the 7 months that you like Bunda. Yeah?
Every dog.
And then she's still lying.
Every dog will grow back.
No, I'm
Yeah, I'm not saying everyone. It's not true.
Can every girl grow back? I'm not sure that's the case.
5 years of difference.
Someone that I know, but they don't want me to say that they said it, is basically at this point they should have sent nudes, so everything should be out in the open. If it's been 7 months.
Nudes don't necessarily involve your face. And I know that was your statement. She made it really obvious.
So you're saying what she's like, oh, if you've got time, I'm going to get a video, I'm going to get that. Then what?
Well, then it's just, I mean,
She messed up. She come to Linky before it happened.
Yeah, she came to see you
first.
I think it's more about whether or not, it's also it's the attraction, but it's also the lie, isn't it? Alright, cool, so, majority of the lads said they're leaving, yeah? I'm going to ask the same question to the ladies. You've been chatting to a guy, it's been 7 months, online, yada, yada, yada. Obviously, everything's the same. but he's 3 inches shorter than you, and he said that he was
No,
6.
no.
No, he said he was 6. He said he was 6'3".
No.
Well, when he stands on his one, he might be 6'5".
No. Do you know how short I am?
He said he was 6'3", but he's actually 5'6".
It's 3 inches.
Say that again. What? Height inches. Don't do that.
Sorry, wait.
It's a different show. It's a different topic. We're talking about height.
He's 3 inches
What
shorter.
inches? He's 3 inches short in the other department as well.
Is he 3 inches shorter than me?
He's 3 inches shorter than you. So
No.
is
He's
anyone?
a dwarf.
No. Okay. Maybe in your case.
I'm 5'3.5".
Oh God! It's honestly, it's out of control. All right. So Grace, you're not staying.
No.
But he's your soulmate though. You told him the day before that he's your soulmate.
If you go and check, I've had an episode about this. You can have more than one soulmate.
Fair.
Your height is.
What? Sorry, say that again.
Soulmate is 3 inches taller. That's not my soulmate.
Fair enough. I mean, in this instance, it's not just that he didn't lie about 3 inches. He lied about like a whole foot. Do you know what I mean?
Could you be with someone that is shorter than you?
Me personally, 1000% no.
Can any of you girls be with someone shorter than you?
You have been.
No, I mean
Same
shorter.
height. Shorter. You have. How much shorter? How much shorter?
In general, I don't wear.
I feel like you lot are really horrible to short men.
Yes, we are.
And I'm not a short guy, like I'm average, but I got short friends.
They will be okay.
Short men's
The
life.
same way you feel about wigs is how I feel about short men.
Go for short men.
So ladies, quick show of hands. I'm coming to you in a second. Quick show of hands. Are you staying? Put your hand up if you're staying, please.
Hand up if you stay, ladies.
No one. One hand. I hear you. Yeah.
She said, I
Say
don't
that
pay
again.
bills.
I need to hear from you. Height doesn't pay the bills. Did you want to say something?
Kevin Hart is 7 foot tall.
All of can lie.
When it's time to
And man said, yo, Kevin Hart is what?
7 foot tall. When it's time to his money.
Yeah, but don't.
Sorry, who's dating Kevin Hart? Are you not dating Kevin Hart? Who's dating Kevin Hart?
It's too funny.
Why is he now the...
Wait, your life is patterned. The rest of your life is patterned. I'm mad. Your whole kid's patterned. You can't even not dating Kevin Hart.
So wait, no, but it's not a bit of a point because the same girls that we're talking about, the not driving in the man with the micro, this brother's got 6 Bentleys, but he just happens to be 4'9".
What's going on the stream? Jesus.
5'5". He's 5'5", but his paper's long.
No, the thing is, what you need to do
The
is...
reason I mentioned that is because you won't go with a normal brother with a micro, and now you're turning out a millionaire because he's a little bit
Because it's
short.
not just, I'm so
You want to
sorry.
please the rascal.
6 foot 3 with a micro.
6 or 3.
Kevin Hart.
Listen.
6 foot 3 with a micro. Kevin Hart. Choose. We're waiting. Fiona, she's answer. 6 foot 3
Can't
with
be
a
with a
micro.
short guy. Like, it gives me anxiety.
6 foot 3 with a
I
micro.
will deal with that. We'll be successful together.
Alright, do you know what? Wait. It's too noisy, guys. It's just... You know, I'm making out to be some head teacher. Like, I don't want to be out here telling you lot to please keep the noise down, but can you please? Because the mic is going to pick everything up, and then it's going to be shit quality. So please, I know we're all very excited. Has anyone in the audience been catfished? You have, actually. You have. Alright, I'm coming to you in a second. Oh, wonderful. Okay, cool. Let me hear from you first. What's up? Can you guys take the shots, please? Thank you. Talk to me.
I wasn't ready for this. I actually wasn't ready. What do you want me to say? About the catfish?
Can you tell us all of the details, please?
Oh, now you want all the details. So basically, I
I'm not owning up to it, but I was talking to one guy through social media. Yeah, I don't really do those things. I like to meet people face to face. So due COVID, all seemed very good. I thought it was someone else at the time I was talking to him because I went out and got a bit drunk. And I met up with him, and it was the wrong person. The wrong person? Yeah.
As in, he had...
No. But no, I can't speak. Nah, the thing was, he didn't look like any of his pictures. Like,
What had happened was,
So it's the same person, but he's really good at taking pictures of himself. Is that right?
it was the angles, it was maybe the lighting, it was maybe the back of his head, like sometimes. But I was just like, okay, COVID, you know, living life. Just a little day.
You broke lockdown rules, and that was
We
about
don't know about the actual day, it went a bit left, but yeah, no, I don't know.
You didn't go on more than one date?
No.
I want to hear about that actual date, but later.
Yeah.
I'll come to you next. No?
That was a minor. Basically, I was performing.
I need you to have the mic because we can't hear you.
I got a good person.
No. Sorry, I'm really sorry. Sorry, these are the rules.
Not that deep. What it was, I was performing Ready to on stage as an actor, and someone said, my fellow actress, she turned around and said, you know you got at me, right? You asked me out and see how things going. I was confused. I said, because I'm not on those socials. She showed me a picture. I said, that's me. But I don't understand where you get that picture, because only that picture is on such and such on a social. So someone else here got my picture and tried to attempt to ask her a female, which it wasn't me. So I think that is that a catch? I don't know.
For sure. But that just means that you were the person that they used. You were the image that they used to catfish.
My situation was very, very basic, you're on Tinder, right? You look at a picture, and the picture's 10 years old. What the fuck? So you link the girl, and she's like, a big mama like that, man. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on, man? There's nothing wrong with that. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying, the picture I saw was not the woman that I was expecting to see.
oh my
So
God.
obviously that lasted one day. I took her like, I was actually very kind. I bought her food, I even bought her shopping, and then I dropped her home, I'm a nice guy.
Nice guy.
I remember the PR team.
You bought her food and shopping.
What, you can't buy a girl food and shopping?
What if you got no intention of ever seeing her again? Why am I doing that? I've got no intention of seeing you again. Why am I doing that?
What country are you from? Caribbean?
No.
Where?
British.
You're definitely Caribbean. That's what Caribbeans say.
I was born in Boston.
Okay.
Why would you do? I understand the meal, but the shopping though, what was that for, brother? Yes, say no. Let her do her own shopping.
Did you want to say something?
Don't let that happen again.
No, so basically, I went to go and meet somebody. I'm like a personality person, so I like to get to know the person. But looks are important. I'm not gonna say it's not. It is important. So when I went to go and see him, he took me out to eat, and obviously all his pictures, his mouth was closed, and teeth. But teeth is a good. It's an important thing to me. I'm sorry. Teeth is a good part. But so every time when he started to speak, I just couldn't stop looking at his teeth. Standard teeth. Yeah, that. There was 4 teeth, here. There was it was just there's certain things that I can look past, but I just couldn't. So I had to eat my food and I had to just call it a night. I was like, too soon, so I got.
Still ate your food though.
Yeah, of course. My free meal.
No, I'm not judging. I don't know. Is that enough of a thing? That's probably why he always has his mouth closed.
Question.
He's paranoid.
If all you post on your Instagram are 10-year-old pics, is that a form of catfishing?
Yes.
For sure. For certain.
Wait, hold on. What about if you just post it on your Instagram, but you don't put it on a dating site? You just post this. How? You're not looking. You look me. Because you looking at me. I didn't look at you. You look at me.
You look at me.
Yeah, but then I was hot 10 years ago. This is my Instagram. The fact that you moved to me, you catfish yourself.
How many years are acceptable?
6 months.
6 months?
Yes.
I think 6 months is a little harsh.
You know so much can change in 6 months, right?
Okay, so what I'm asking is, do you have to
so much
announce
can change
it?
For real?
Do you have to announce
a picture?
that
I
it's
want
a
to see
throwback?
at least your last 6 months
Throwback
picture.
to 2019.
No, but I'm not looking no one. I'm just. So the fact. Why don't you say?
It's all the wisdom, man. You can't tell him what to do. It's
Hold on. So Ruckus.
Why don't?
Hang on a second. Come again.
You should be able to tell 10 years old.
What did you say? What did you say?
all personal Instagram. You can't tell him to do what is on his own Instagram. It's his own pictures.
So you're saying that it's fine to put up 10-year-old pictures and not announce that they're a decade old?
Listen, no disrespect. Yeah, some people look the same. Some people look the same from.
I don't know why you say no disrespect to me. Like I'm not out here looking like I did 10 years ago. Like
some people look the same 10 years ago. Some people don't look the same 6 months ago. So I appreciate that. But if you got any concerns, ask a question, send a picture. If you don't want to send a picture, if you don't want to meet up, then cool. But if it's someone's personal Instagram, you can't tell them what to pick up.
So what you're saying is, if I want to slide in someone's DM, I should slide in and say, hey, were these pictures taken in 2012? That's what I should say.
There's a date on it.
You should be able to tell.
No. That's not what we're saying. We're not saying.
2012.
We're not talking. See, he said there's a date on it. So what we're not talking about.
But even if that's the case, you state it. Even if you're concerned, all right, then ask it. Done.
Guys, okay, maybe all right. Maybe it's not clear. The picture was posted yesterday, not 10 years ago. We're not looking at a 10-year-old account. We're looking at an account that has pictures that are posted weekly that were actually taken before COVID. Okay?
The thing is, obviously, if you look totally different, and you're totally different, and you pin it up there, and you're not looking, if you look totally different and the person's asking, then fair enough. But if it's your own personal Instagram, you're minding your business, you can pick up what you want to pick up. But if someone's looking you, and you're having a conversation, and just all you've got up is pictures of yesteryear, and you look totally different, then there's a question mark. Fair enough, because you're picking up something that's not you right now.
So you're saying it's only if someone is trying to chat you up that you should announce it?
Disclosure. Yeah, because you've changed. If you've changed, you're fair enough. But if you haven't changed, if your look hasn't changed that much, then you don't need to.
I also would find it weird if a person had like multiple pictures from 2012, like loads of them. Do you know what I mean?
That's all we all.
I better delete mine. That's all I do.
Imagine, yeah, I was just saying to Grace, I lost old pictures, yeah, from like 2012, 2013 when I went Cancun, and a Catfish had it on his page. And some girl said, oh, he was talking to me on this other page, and I seen it. I was like, oh, thank you. I went and got my old pictures back.
Screenshot.
Yeah, the Catfish saved me.
I love that. All right, cool. So this is kind of another question that I personally want to ask the fellas. I'm going to pose it to you guys. Let me ask the ladies first. If you meet a guy, you guys are getting along, yeah, all the rest of it, and you're now staying over at his house for the first time, and you usually wear a headscarf. So let me land. Are you wearing a headscarf on the first night? One. No. Oh, you want to say something? Okay, cool. So how many? Wait, put your hand up clearly, please. Is the headscarf being whipped out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you're not putting your headscarf,
is it a do-rag, yeah?
Not the do-rag.
You know what it is? You know what it's spinning? You know what it's spinning?
Childish. Everything's childish. Alright, so if you're not wearing a headscarf on the first night, can you put your hand up, please? There's a lot of people that are not voting.
Wait, hold on.
1, 2,
Sorry.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Do you know what this dude said?
I don't know what he said.
He said he has spare bonnets in his drawer.
Oh, I bet you do.
What are you talking? No.
Not one, you know.
See, he gets it.
Pick a colour. I hear you. Okay, cool. So, Grace, are you wearing your headscarf for the first night?
Yes, but I'm
what?
trying to look cute.
Are you tying it forward? Little bow on the side, yeah?
Yeah, I'll sit my hair back and then.
I feel like you're all lying, man. Because you're lying. But you know why I say you're lying? Because when you usually wear your headscarf when you're alone, the wig is over there and the headscarf is on. But
Okay.
when you're with...
Okay, sorry. Do you have a problem with
Hey, no, I'm not. I want you not to keep it real. If you stay at a man's house, would you pop off headscarf and?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
That's good.
Will you bring the mannequin as well? The mannequin?
No.
You bring it back. The little hold-up thing. Put the wig on you. The reason I mention it is because there's two types of. You can wear the headscarf and be like, oh, I'm keeping it real and just to play the game. But the fact is, you're not really doing it. You're doing it's fake because when you if the man wasn't there,
It depends It depends what day I glued down my wig. If I glued it just now, so it's got a week of use, so I'm not taking it off.
When you were dating a guy, every time you saw him, his hair looked sharp. What? After 3 months, you look like deep. And he decided to show you that it was one of those new things that a man had been glued onto the head.
I'm sure. I think I could write that one out.
What are you saying? When you're not saying 3 months off.
No, but
you should
why did you rip it off? Why did you rip it off?
He got comfortable. He said,
No. So you think he's taking it off every night? Because that's an issue. If he just keeps it on all the time, I can work with that. As long as no one else knows.
You don't want to see him, Mr. Burns.
That's like an accident. You get into the bedroom, you take that off. Everything that I'm looking at is not the same anymore.
Alright, so you wanted to say something. Alright.
Now, I didn't want to spoil no fun or, all the jokes that we're having here today. But what we really have to think about is the people that are looking at themselves and changing themselves for the attractment, if that's a word, for another, we have to look into that person. Yeah? So that this is a deep conversation that we're having, this evening. So catfishing is somebody being different.
To impress someone else.
To impress somebody. So if we are the person looking at that person that has changed themselves so that we can like them, we got to then look into ourselves and think, how are we then looking into that fake person? As well as that person also looking into themselves, changing themselves. So it's a psychological factor as well as the physical, what we are like. In this day and age, this is it. This is today's society. Today's society is all about what we look like. Image. So it's definitely an internal thing. Everything that we've spoken about today is external. Yeah? So the internal thing, I haven't heard anybody speak or mention anything about the internal factor of an individual.
Shall I tell you why though?
Well, first of all, that's because I created the questions.
Yeah, okay. No, but I'll tell you why. Because if you meet me and you've lied, I'm not a counsellor, I'm not that person I'm not the guy, I can't help you with that. You gotta go and get help. Because all I can do is you're not gonna trick me and then all of a sudden I'm sitting down there having these heart-to-hearts with you. Fuck off, man, you lied. Go and seek help somewhere else. I know it sounds bad, but I'm not interested in that. I'm not the person to help. I'm not qualified. I'll make it worse.
Fiona, I've got a question for you. I've got a question for Grace.
Okay. I'm just let me respond to that 2 seconds. Also, what we have to consider is, obviously, this is, ultimately, it is like a deep issue, isn't it? Something that would essentially require therapy. But I can't speak from the person who's catfishing people, because that's not me. And I think it's very unlikely, I might be wrong.
There are people in here that are doing, alright, there might be one catfish. Law of averages.
But do you know what I mean? So that's why that conversation isn't happening, because
there's at least one.
Who would I ask? Hey, why do you catfish people? Why?
Yeah, can I just say something? It's not about me looking or anybody looking into the person that's catfishing. It's about Amazon might sell you or Wish might sell you something that isn't how they glorified it in the photo. Yeah? So you have to look into what Wish is about or what Amazon is about. You have to look into that. That is your responsibility as a consumer, so to speak. So if you're looking at a person now and a human being and what your intentions are with that human being, then you have to look into what they are portraying towards you.
Do you know what? I respect your angle. Me personally, I don't have capacity to look into it because my schedule's crazy. I
agree. Honestly, you make perfect sense, but it's you saying that you have to. We don't have.
That's like a personal.
That's something
if you
that
want to
we're
look
not.
into that and figure that out with that person.
Yeah. So many people have some qualities that need help. And if we walk around telling everyone, by the way, this you're a bit shit there, you're gonna be fucking. You're not a counsellor. You're gonna be doing it all day.
Be up all night, mate.
Anyone, there's definitely a catfish in here. Definitely, I know there's at least one. And it doesn't have to be like a professional catfish, but someone has lied. It's just the law of averages. Let's keep it a buck. You might not have to say it, but there's definitely one.
Put your hand up if you're a catfish.
And what you have to work out is why they have to work out to themselves why they done that. But it's not for the person that's the victim.
So all that's going to happen is you just going to keep meeting people.
You just pass that person on. Pass that person on.
Pass them on, and eventually they'll find someone.
Eventually
they'll find someone who wants to help them, and heal them. Cheers, you had a question.
I'll tell you, if it ever happens to me, I'll send them your way. And then you can help them.
It's just joking. It's just joking.
Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to really look into that person and think, okay, I'm going to invest myself in that person.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, you're just talking about as a society.
He said he's going to invest.
Okay, I get it. He wasn't mean us. He meant as a society. Okay.
We have to be more responsible.
I won't send her your way. Then, I promise.
It might be a guy. Cheers. What's your question?
Would you date a bid man making 100k a year or
a what? Sorry.
A bid man making
100k.
I'm just saying if he was making 100k a year.
A bid man.
Making 100k a year.
Is that the end of the question?
Or a guy who's a city boy going to the city making 25 a year.
25.
Where does he live?
Where does he
live?
Wait. How is he paying the bills?
I want to know where this bin job is because I'm on that shit.
I'm just saying, wait.
100 bucks.
Does a man's job matter?
To some extent. Alright, he's asking me. For me, it does matter to some extent. I'm going to keep it 100. Bins is like, I have like mild OCD, so like, how do we do that?
I shower before it comes home, dump all the clothes.
Where is he going to shower? In the bin factory? It's a question. It's a genuine question. Do they have showers there?
They definitely would have showers there. No, but
this is what I mean, but the yard is the same yard, isn't it?
I think these questions are unfair because what it does, it will make you look really, really shallow.
I don't want.
But if you and your partner have got children and you've hit rock bottom, and he's got to go and do the bins, he's got to go and do the fucking bins.
Like, we're riding, innit? We already decided we're riding, but it's more of an OCD thing than anything else. But yeah, I'm not.
Does the job matter?
The salary.
What someone do?
The salary or the job?
Salary or the job.
Grace, what do you think?
I no longer talk about income.
You say that again?
Because they've finished me on his pod, so I don't talk about
Really? Okay, you guys can check that out on YouTube. It seems they've already had this conversation, and maybe Chiz has mentioned it to trigger her. I don't know.
Exactly.
No. I just wanted to ask. I'm just curious.
I feel like income matters. I feel like people like to be in denial and stuff. But what I do think is some girls are a bit... No, not girls. People in general, because some guys want to be with girls who are very successful, right? And they... Sorry.
Speak.
Grace, please.
Speak.
Sorry.
Please. Speak.
Certain girls... and guys.
She's distracted.
Okay, certain
girls and guys.
Certain girls and guys... They want to be with a certain type of person who earns a certain amount of money, but what are you bringing? And
yes,
I feel like,
100.
And I feel like I find it hard to believe that a successful man, even they say, I don't mind what my gal's making, you want it to still have some sort of substance, right?
Yeah,
right?
Of course.
The same way as a woman, when you're successful, you want your man to have something. So if I'm on like 100k, for example, and you are on 30k, it's not going to work. Whether you want to say that the minimum wage is I don't care. I'm not the minimum wage, so therefore, why should I be with someone who's on the minimum wage?
But what about if he's on a journey?
I'm really happy for his journey, but I don't say, guys.
You say that.
I don't.
Well, you say
This is why I said I don't like this conversation.
No, because people gotta make money.
Yes.
But you gotta start from
Yes.
nothing. So all the rich people
Yes.
that you want to look up to, they had nothing to start.
And I did as
Unless
well.
they had Well, if you want to be happy
And
with
you don't get what I'm
100K,
saying. This is what I'm saying, right? I don't date guys who are my age, right? And I think things are based on your
So
age.
you date younger guys?
No, I date older guys. So I'm saying if you are 31 or 30, right?
Yeah.
It would be selfish of me to expect you to be on a certain salary. I think it's selfish of me because you still haven't gone through your own journey. But if you are closer to your 40s, I should be able to see your growth. I should be able to see. I should be able to see. If you're 37, bearing in mind I'm 30, right? If you're 37, 38, I should be able to see the signs of your growth already. I shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't. No. It shouldn't be a place of woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'm not saying that you should be on your 100, but I should be able to be like, you know, this guy, regardless, he's gonna be successful. His work ethic, everything is there.
Yeah, she might not know their growth because she doesn't know where it started, but she will be aware that wherever he's grown to might not be sufficient.
But I'm 40, and I've got a couple of rich friends now, but when they were 30, they weren't nowhere near.
But you didn't hear what? Did you hear?
But I'm saying there was definitely a girl that pushed him aside because he was broke. Right now, they wish they didn't because he's up there.
Thank you. Okay, so this is the example I always use, right? This is the example I use. You're with a girl who is. You're with a girl, right?
Drop out.
You're with a girl who's on. You're with a girl whose her outcome is like, let's say 4K a month, 5K a month, right? She's doing it on her own by herself, right? You're on 30K, so 30K is like what, 2,000 something a month, I guess, yeah? And she turns around and said, let's go halves, right? So she's now telling you to pay 2K and she's paying the other 2, right? I think it's very daunting for you as the man who's on 30K, right, to be basically putting your 2,000 there. I can't expect a man who's on a certain salary to live up to a lifestyle I'm living, especially if I'm not willing to bring my lifestyle down. It's selfish of me as a woman. So instead of me to go for that kind of guy, I'm just going to go for a guy who's within my financial bracket.
She's being selfless.
Sorry?
Being selfless.
Let me give you some backstory. Listen. I am a divorced woman, innit? So I've been married, I've done the whole love thing, but I'm telling you, love only takes you a certain place. Love initiates the relationship, but compatibility, mind frames, is what sustains it.
I hear what you're saying.
It's true.
The same way you are talking about.
Because we have an audience and they want to speak too.
Okay, cool. And I'm on the panel and I don't get to speak.
I mean,
has
he not? Does anyone? Am I being unfair?
Yes.
Have I not let you speak today?
Okay. He's got his glasses in there. I was playing him.
What is the cool guy? What is wrong with you? Oh my God.
Going back to the jobs, it depends. Like for me, it's ambition. So you might be doing the 100K as a bin roll for like 1 or 2 years, build your keys up so then you can start your business, or you want to move on to like a management role or whatever. As long as you're building towards something, what you're doing right now does not matter. I'll ride it out, basically.
Can I ask you a question? Are you happy to share your age?
Yeah.
How old are you?
24.
Are you going to feel the same way in a decade? Tell me when you get there, okay?
Oh, you know what? Can I say
something? I agree with Grace. At the end of the day, there is nothing wrong with wanting to live the life you want to live. There's nothing wrong with that. And it doesn't matter whether it's soft. Yeah, it has to be soft. But at the end of the day, what is wrong with that? What is wrong with wanting to live a nice, relaxed, chilled life? It's equal. She never said he has to pay more, you know, because I was thinking he should be. But she never said that.
No. I gave her a scenario, baby girl.
Yeah, whatever scenario. The scenario is 50-50. Yeah. What is wrong with living the life you want to live? Like Drake said. Niggas with no money act like money isn't everything. Okay? She should be able to live how she wants to live. And she's gonna go out and you know, she's gonna attract the guy that she wants to attract.
I just think everyone should just stay within their financial.
Can I say something? Let me say something. A lot of people, you see, if it's not your business and you're employed, then you need to allow that kind of thing, because you could be let go tomorrow.
And my savings will look after me.
Check me. Listen.
What do you mean?
No, what I'm saying is, you cannot look at the fact that you're you are employed and say, well, this is my level, I'm above
Baby
whoever. Hold on, let me
boy.
finish, and then
Please, let me tell you
hold
something.
on,
I'm
let
sorry,
me finish. And if someone is trying to do for themselves, there's no limit there.
It's not
but you're
about
capped.
us.
You're capped. What I'm saying is,
but that's irrelevant because her cap. I'm not on the panel, but her cap is significantly more than the guy that wants to check for it.
yeah, but that's why I mentioned the job. I'm not speaking about the guy that's stuck where he's stuck.
Scenario that she has said,
Yeah.
is it not unreasonable? Is it not reasonable if she wants to go halves and he's going to be in the red every month because they want to live somewhere nice? He's trying to, meet her standards.
Has he got no potential of making more money?
He's got potential, but how long is it going to take? That's the question.
Sorry, can I just ask, when do you stop looking at potential?
It's a question.
And
Listen,
I'm
the reason
talking,
I-
I want to
that's
say
the
these
question.
things, I'm not just talking about men, I'm talking about as a woman as well.
Alright, listen, the way I'm saying this here, you've got to unlock certain things in people. So, I'm happy at making my 50k a year.
Okay.
Then I meet someone who makes 100k.
Yeah.
It unlocks something in me that I didn't have. I didn't
Did
need.
you hear how
Hold
much
on,
he
let me
was on? He
finish.
was on
Hold
50k,
on,
not
let me
30.
finish. I didn't need to unlock it before.
Alright.
But now I've met someone who's I've unlocked it, and
Keep it
now
voice
I'm
down,
moving.
please.
So
Voice down,
if I don't have,
Basically, you should
big up
make him
the young girl.
uncomfortable.
If I have got zero ambition and I'm not gonna move, then fine. But if you don't give me a chance, I will make it my life's work to
But hang on a second.
bring you way out of my
Hang on a
tax bracket.
second. Hang on a second. And I'm going to let you say what you need to say immediately after I say this. But what I'm saying to you is, we had a conversation earlier about therapy and whether or not it's your responsibility to help this person that's catfishing all over the world to become a better person. You're like, that's not my responsibility. Send them elsewhere.
Yeah.
Why do women have to feel like they have to unlock?
It's not about women.
I have to
It's not about women.
Well,
We're speaking
anyone,
about people.
They have
but
to unlock. This
this-
person is not making enough. Do you know what? It's my responsibility to unlock the power in
No,
them
I never.
so
It's
that
not.
they
No,
can
no.
do-
I'm not saying
Why
that.
is
But what
that?
I'm saying is, if you say I'm not interested in you because of this, you don't know what I've got. You got to give me an opportunity to grow. And because if I've got it in me,
depends what
and
age
I'm
you're
getting
at.
the same way you look at a man and say you don't have a car, it's kind of shallow, isn't it? It's shallow.
Everyone
It's a shallow way of looking at
But
things.
everyone here said they did it.
I'll,
Alright,
I'll,
do you know
I'll,
what?
give,
One second.
I'll even give you a better example. I remember one time a girl saying, "Oh yeah, your brother lives at home," and when she said that to me, I said, "Right, my brother that you said lives at home. He's my landlord."
So I've always said this though. I could date someone who lives at
another
home.
yard he was working on.
I could date a guy that lives at home.
But
this is what I'm saying. It's
That's
about
a conversation
what
though,
you're doing.
because guess what? What did Grace say? She said that it's about the potential. If you're already landlord, then you've already hit some level of potential.
But the thing is, because he didn't mention it, she asked, "Oh, where do you live?" He said, "Right, I live at home, my parents."
I mean,
Yeah.
what did you want to say? Sorry.
This topic here, obviously, this sort of goes into the double standards, right? But what I wanted to say is, Grace is right, and women they're allowed to have that prerogative because ultimately we've all grown up believing this is a man's world, right?
Yeah.
So what she's saying is she expects a man, her man, to be a man, someone that she can depend on. Now, obviously, if he's not on her level, she doesn't have to settle for that because it is a man's world. Do you know what I mean? We are the privileged gender. Do you know what I mean? So if you haven't reached a particular level, it's really just your fault. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not
Because
for you.
wait, let me talk in it. Let me just talk a minute in it because you have to understand females. Like I said, it's a man's world. So females, they've had disadvantages that she has managed to overcome. This is why she is at 100.
Who are you looking, bro? Who are you seeing that you? God, he's doing too much.
I'm not. No. But what I'm saying is the reason why I say this because obviously I do believe in it. I do believe in it.
But then you meet, so you're on 50, you meet a girl who's on 100, you're not on the level. You're on 100, you meet a girl that's 200, you're not. You can never be on
No, there
the
is a
level.
bracket, yeah. So sorry, can I just?
You
I've said this before, right? If I'm on 200k and my man's on 100 or 150, we're on the same level. Because first of all, the kind of mortgages we can get is different from someone that's on 30k.
Alright, so this has just told me if a woman ever asks me about my salary,
But-
I need to find out yours and then
No,
lie.
first of all,
Jump-fish.
wait.
Jump-fish.
As a woman, though, I would never.
Jump-fishes.
As a woman, I would never ask a man what he's on. I would never ask him what his salary. But the conversations we have will already tell me your mind frame.
Yeah, for real.
I wouldn't have to. It's the same way you guys say you can tell if a girl is a certain way by just talking to her. The same way I could tell what kind of lifestyle you're into or what you're trying to achieve. Like if you're a guy that is you're always in your business, you're always doing what you need to do. You're not on the streets popping bop. You think if I see you in the club and you're pouring your stupid champagne, I'm not shaking. I'm just looking at you. You're just wasting money. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't
When you bring up the native,
I'll buy my own table, darling. That's how I will be drinking. I your thing, did I not buy my own table? I don't.
But there were some guys who get vexed.
One second.
I'll buy my own table.
1 second.
I'm just going to say, I think Grace is right. I think she's entitled to have her choice. Because I think the same way that there's wealthy men, they go for like a particular woman. A woman that takes care of herself, that's into her beauty, that's into her... Yes, all those stuff. So that man has made the choice not to go for the cleaner that works in... a cleaner, basically, doesn't matter where she works. But he's made a choice to go for a particular type of woman that...
Sweden might be buffed though.
What are you saying?
Oh, so the cleaner might be buff. Yeah, she might be. She might be.
Consuela.
Now what we're doing now, yeah? Alright, we gotta wrap it up. So a couple more comments and then yeah.
Thank you. So my voice is a bit mad, I'm ill. But for Grace.
What kind of illness, brother?
Not just young monthly. Alright,
You're walking in here with your illness. What is this?
It's alright. So Grace, see, like you said, yeah, if he's on a certain salary, he's in your bracket. If you meet him and you have a conversation, I can get mortgage, I can get house, I can get property. What if he's got bad money management? What if he's got CCJs? What if
But
he's
you
got
find this out from conversations.
But
That's
how?
I'm
What if he doesn't
saying.
disclose that?
Listen, let me tell you something. If you're talking to someone,
Yeah.
as a person who's in that mind frame, who's
Yeah.
within that, you'll be able to tell. Trust me, I have picked it up several times.
What's your sign?
I may be wrong sometimes, but what's my
He
star
said, what's your star sign, baby? What's your star sign, baby? That is what you said.
What's the
Don't lie.
signs of
No, I said, what's the
someone?
signs? How would you
That's
pick
from
up?
getting to know someone with time. Like, what
Yeah.
are you doing? Like, what kind of stuff do you do? Like, investments, all of that kind of conversations. You have these, and then organic conversations. They're not conversations you force, because I feel like men are not stupid. They know when a woman is trying to ask a certain question with intention. But just general conversations, you will be able to tell. Trust me.
Well, you know there's a set of guys who are professional liars.
No, of course.
Of course, I agree.
So for instance, like you mentioned, you'll work with a guy.
Yeah.
How do you measure potential?
Sorry, say that
How
again.
do you measure potential?
What potential? What he's doing right now.
Yeah, but then, but like you said earlier, like how long do you
So
work
for
on
me,
the potential?
like I said, it's based on age. If I'm talking to a guy that's like 38, the potential that I'm expecting from you is different from a guy that's 30.
I know guys who are 25 on 6 figures. I know guys who are 35 on less.
I'm
But
not
that
just,
means that this 25-year-old has done really well. That's her point. She just
But
wants.
you will ignore the 25-year-old.
She's not,
I can't date a 25-year-old because I'm 30.
Fair.
and that's
I'm
not unreasonable, right? That's just an age thing.
I can't expect a 25-year-old to look after baby boys.
All right. Any more questions or comments?
This money
We done?
will always be stressing men. It is, my dear. This is a man's world, and this is women for leisure.
last
I'm a
one.
woman of leisure.
Do you know what? To be honest, personally, like you guys on the panel made great points. But you know what? Me personally, if I'm earning 30k a year, I wouldn't. Me as a man, I wouldn't bother get with a woman that is earning so much more.
You will live long.
And the reason why that is, is because that's just going to create so much problems for yourself. As no, do you know what it is? I'm comfortable with my own skin to know that what I need to do and what I hold myself accountable. So I know, I have to tap into something myself. I can't let someone else, whether it's my mom, my dad, or my woman, or my child, to make me unlock my potential.
Exactly. And it's so much pressure. We have. I'm going to speak, then we're going to wrap it up.
Okay. So let me ask you a question then. Where are you meeting each other? Because if I'm in a certain tax bracket and you're in the place that I met you, that don't.
So let me tell you something about the difference between men and women. You see, when a man is successful, you don't necessarily see it on him. When a woman's successful, you see it all over her. A woman is quick to show her success, where a man isn't. So as a woman, you need to be smart enough to not judge a book by its cover. If a guy driving a
No, I don't mean that. I don't mean that. What I'm saying is,
which venue?
You go listen. So yeah. So if I buck you in scandals,
What's
she's not in scandals.
No, what I'm saying is, but I am. This is what I'm saying. For example, it's all an example.
Okay.
It's all an example.
So Fiona's making double her money.
No. She's making. This is all about the man making less, isn't it?
Okay.
But I've met you in my zone, my bracket.
Yeah.
This is my bracket.
Okay.
This is 25 to 35k. We're nice. You know, bottles are £50. This is where we are. You're here. That means you're only gonna attract the men like that. So if you want to attract the man in your bracket,
But she doesn't go there. That's the point. She doesn't go.
So where did we meet? This is my point. Where did we meet?
You met at Summer of Love.
We didn't. I'll give you an example of Summer of Love. I went to his venue and I went there to have fun. I didn't go there to think I'm going to meet a man. No, I went there for fun. I know places I go to meet men. And I know where I go to have fun. And I think when you're trying to meet guys in general, forget about money. You don't go out saying, today I'm going to meet a man.
No, but
you
you meet a
have
man.
Honestly, you lot are going to get me sacked. We have to wrap it up, guys. We have to.
Right.
Or they won't let me come back.
It's unfortunate.
It's
money just rough.
Don't sound so devastated. All right, cool. I'm sure everyone's got a lot more to say, but we have to wrap it up. I just want to say thank you to everyone for coming. It's been a wonderful night. Can you guys make some noise for the panel, please? Thank you. Can you guys let them know where they can find you? Where can they find you? C, we'll start with you.
Yeah, Ceesix, CEESIX. You can just follow me.
Okay.
I might follow you back.
Maybe.
It depends if your pictures are old or not.
Fair. Chiz?
Chiso lives all socials: YouTube, Instagram, Twitter.
All that good stuff.
Everything.
And Grace?
Gracie Bakare on Instagram, Milk and Honey podcast on Instagram or YouTube.
Sunny, shut the door, please. Thank you. I just want to say thank you to the bar staff and the staff at Boxpark Croydon for always having us and letting us catch a complete vibe. And thank you to everyone that's either just come out today for the first time or has come to each of the Boxpark Talks. We will be back on August 3rd, which is a Wednesday, and we've already confirmed Taser Black from 3 shots of tequila, so it's going to be an interesting conversation. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, you guys, and I'm going to shout out my DJ Ames, because she's lit. She's lit and she deserves it. Thank you, Keisha. Sometimes, my mind. I appreciate you guys, man. Everyone get home safe. We're out.
Thanks for having us. Love.